There's a quiet power in consistency. Not the dramatic headline-grabbing kind, but the kind that builds silently day after day when no one is watching. Because excellence doesn't come from rare bursts of brilliance, it comes from the discipline of showing up, especially when it's ordinary, inconvenient, or uninspired. I'm your host, Isaac, and today on the Standards of Excellence podcast, we're talking about the art of showing up daily, how repetition builds resilience, how ordinary effort becomes extraordinary over time, and why the simple act of presence is often what separates the average from the exceptional. Showing up daily doesn't mean perfection, it means presence. It's about committing to your craft, your purpose, or your principles, whether or not it feels exciting. Because mastery isn't about passion alone, it's built on patience. Most people quit not because they can't succeed, but because they stop showing up when progress slows. They confuse monotony with failure, when in truth, monotony is the soil where mastery grows. To show up daily is to declare, I'm building something that matters, even if no one sees it yet. That mindset transforms your routine into a ritual, a daily reaffirmation of your purpose. There's an old parable about a potter and his apprentice. The master divides the students into two groups. One group was told spend the month making the perfect pot. The other was told make as many pots as you can. Don't worry about perfection, just show up and create. By the end of the month, something surprising happened. The students who focused on quantity produced work that was not only more abundant, but also more beautiful. Because in the act of showing up daily, they had refined their skill, improved their instincts, and learned through repetition what no single act of perfection could ever teach. The ones who waited for perfection had ideas, but only one pot. That's the power of showing up. Excellence is not found in waiting for the perfect day. It's found in the days you show up anyway. Momentum is built, not found. When you show up daily, even in small ways, your brain builds a feedback loop. Each act of consistency reinforces the identity of being reliable, capable, and in control of your situation. This is called behavioral confirmation. The idea that your repeated actions confirm who you believe yourself to be. When you show up daily, you teach yourself that you're someone that follows through, and that identity creates unstoppable momentum. Even 5 minutes of effort, because consistency compounds. Miss a day and nothing seems lost. Miss enough and the habit collapses. Success isn't about intensity, it's about returning. Returning to the work, returning to the gym, returning to your purpose again and again until it becomes who you are and who you want to be. Showing up daily requires humility. The willingness to do imperfect work, to accept small progress, to move even when no one claps for you. That's where most people falter. They confuse slow progress with failure, when in reality, slow progress is progress. Excellence is not about doing everything right, it's about doing something right consistently. When you let go of perfection, you free yourself to practice. And practice by nature is imperfect repetition. Repetition that refines through effort, not luck. The art of showing up daily is the art of patience, trusting that what feels invisible today is building something inevitable tomorrow. So how do you show up daily in a world full of distraction and emotional volatility? You build a system that makes presence automatic. Here's how. Step 1, define the non-negotiable. Choose 1 to 2 things that, if done daily, move your life in the direction you want it to go. Your health, your mindset, your mission. Keep it simple. The power lies in repetition, not volume. Step 2, do not negotiate. When it's on your calendar, it's real. You don't ask if you feel like it. You show up because that's who you are. Step 3 is lower the barrier to entry. Start small. 5 minutes is infinitely better than 0. Consistency is built on completion, not duration. Step 4, track your streak. Progress feels inevitable until you see it. Keep a record of your efforts, because it's not about guilt, it's about evidence. And step 5, at the end of every single day, do a reflection. Ask yourself this simple question: did I show up today? If the answer is yes, that's a victory, no matter how small the step. When you measure success by presence, not perfection, you win every single day you show up. The paradox of showing up daily is that it brings freedom, not restriction. Because when you commit to your routine, you remove endless decision making. You're no longer wasting mental energy asking, should I do this today? You already decided. That's what consistency gives you: clarity. And clarity creates the one thing that we are all looking for: peace. The goal is not to be perfect every day. The goal is to eliminate the option of not showing up. When you do, success stops feeling like luck and starts feeling like design. Discipline doesn't demand perfection, only presence. So today, show up. Even if it's small, even if it's quiet, even if no one will see it, you'll know. Because excellence is built one ordinary day at a time. Thanks for listening to the Standards of Excellence podcast. If today's message resonated with you, share it with someone who's struggling to stay consistent, and remind them that showing up is the first step toward mastery. Until next time, pursue excellence, show up every day, and make today matter.